Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In this session I am going to discuss about solutions of Grand Test 1 Chemistry. So let us start with the first one. So about a gaseous reaction X plus Y L plus M. Small x, small y, small l, small m are the coefficients of reactants and products. Which statement is wrong? They are expecting the wrong statement but not the right statement. So here the first option, x liters of x combines with y and to give which one? L and M. It means volume point of view, x volumes treated with y volumes of y then gives products L and M. Correct statement. Similar, x moles, small x, small y, nothing but moles. It means x moles of x can treat with y moles of y that gives L moles of L and M moles of M. Correct, that is it. So next, x number of molecules also nothing but you can take Avogadro number. This is also correct statement. And the last one, x grams, we cannot say the mass. We can say in volume point of view, moles point of view, number of particles point of view as per the mole concept. That's why the last option is the wrong option. Next, common name for proton and neutron is. So here proton and neutron present in nucleus called nucleons. So option D correct. Next, the correct order of increasing oxidizing power is halogens. Fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent in the periodic table as per the EMF values or electrode potential values. We read in the electrochemistry chapter. So that's why fluorine is the strongest one and iodine is the weakest one. That's why answer will be fluorine greater than, chlorine greater than, bromine greater than iodine. They are expecting increasing order. It is lower, it is higher. Weak, strong. Option D correct. Next one. Which of the following set contains species having same angle around the center line? So to know the angle between the two bonds, you should know the hybridization first of all. So hybridization. So hybridization formula will be Z equal to half into valency electrons. So plus monovalent atoms. Here next plus anion charge minus cation charge, anion charge minus cation charge. This is the formula. So you have to verify the hybridizations of all this, then you will get the right answer. Now I am verifying the option D, last option. BFE. Boron is the central atom. Valency electrons 3. That's why half into 3. So fluorine monovalent atom. Totally 3 fluorines are there. Plus 3. Plus no negative charge, nothing but anion. That's why 0. No positive charge. That's why 0. Clear? Then half into 6, that is equal to 3. 3 means sp2, 1s 2p undergoes sp2 hybridization. Similarly, boron trichloride also. Boron valence electrons 3 and chlorine is monovalent atom, totally 3 plus 3. No positive charge, no negative charge. That's why 0 negative charge, 0 positive charge. Same answer here. Similarly for BBr3 also, boron is the central atom, Valence electrons 3. Bromine will be monovalent, totally 3 monovalent atoms, plus no cations 0, no anions 0. Then you will get the same. So it is for BCl3, BF3 and BBr. All undergoes sp2 hybridization. There is a little variation in the bond angle, almost close to each other. Bond angles in each and every molecule. That's why option D is the correct. So why not option A, B, C? I'll check one option. So first one SF4. Sulfur is the central atom. Z equal to half into sulfur valence electrons 6, 16th group element. Monovalent atoms fluorines 4 are there totally. Next, no positive charge, no negative charge. Then you get, so 10 half into 10 5, it is equal to sp3d. sp3d bond angle will be 90 120, you know already. CH4, this is for SF4. CH4, Z equal to half into carbon 4th group element, 14th group, plus 4 monovalent hydrogen atoms, no positive charge, no negative charge. So 8, it means it is 8 means half into 8, 4, that is equal to sp3. It is sp3d, it is sp3. Bond angle will be 109. So next. After this, which one? NH, nitrogen, Z, central atom will be nitrogen, valence electrons will be 5, plus 3 monovalent hydrogen atoms, no positive charge, no negative charge. 8, again 4, sp. Here 109, here also 107 degrees, in this 120 and 90 degrees. Clear? Angles will be different. Angles will be different. If you verify the remaining options also, you will get the different bond angles. But the bond angle is same in the last option. Option D correct. Next. Decreasing order of CC bond length is decreasing order. It means yes, C2H6. C2H6 means CH3CH, alkane. Next, C2H4, CH2 double bond CH, alkene. Next, C2H2. C2H2 means CH triple bond CH, alkyne. Next, C6H6, benzene. Yes. So observe all of you carefully. Alkane, single bond. Alkene, double bond. Alkyne, triple bond. Triple bond length will be very less because of 3 bonds it attracts more. Obviously bond length will be decreased. Decreasing means they are expecting the decreasing order greater than order is required first. Decreasing means last. It means the alkyne must be last. Alkyne is C2H2, 2 must be last in 2 options. Okay, option A or D may be right answer. Next, after this, alkene double bond is there. Double bond means a little less. So that is alkene. Where is that? C2H4, first option. 2, 1. Okay. Next, benzene, and which one that is? The bond length in benzene is in between the alkene and alkane. It means alkene more, followed by benzene, followed by alkane. Because of the resonance, the CC bond length in benzene is intermediate between the alkane and alkene. So that's why next one is a benzene. Benzene means which one that is third. First one, which one that is 4. C2H6. C2H6 bond length is more, single bond. Next, benzene, because intermediate between the alkane and the alkene. Next, one alkene double bond, that's why little decreased, and two C2H2 triple bond. So bond length will be completely decreased. Option A correct. Next. The molecular mass of each nitrogen and CO is 28. If 0.5 liters of N2 at 27 degrees Celsius and 700 mm pressure contains N molecules, the number of molecules in form 1 liter of CO under identical conditions. Volume given 2 times, number of molecule first N given, and for another one how many number of molecules. Students, here we should know about the relation between the volume and number of moles or molecules. Remaining will be identical conditions. That's why the law applicable is Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law is V is directly proportional to N. V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N. So what is V1 given? 0.5 liters by. Next, V2 will be 1 liter. V2 is equal to N1 will be V1 0.5. N1 will be N, small n, N by N2. N2 belongs to CO, number of molecules of CO. Then it is for N2, it is for CO, right? It is for N2, it is for CO. This is what required for us. Next, N2, it means number of moles or molecules of CO equal to N into 1 by 0.5, that is equal to 2 N. Answer will be C option. Next, so here 7th one, delta U of the combustion of isobutylene is -6. The value of delta H is, isobutylene combustion reaction is required. You have to follow that. That is CH3, CH3, iso group, CH double bond CH. Isobutylene it is. E means double bond plus 6 moles of O2, then give the rest to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is 5 moles of CO2 here, 5 moles of CO2, 5 moles of CO2 plus 6H2, so it is 4H2, 4H2, means totally 3, 6, so 9 here, 10, 3, 4, 6, 10, totally 5 H2. Right. Then in this, it is a liquid, it is a gas, it is also gas, it is also gas. Delta N equal to number of moles of products minus 5. Liquid is neglected, pure liquid. 6, it is 1, minus 6, 1, 7. Product 5, reactant 6 plus 1, 7. Totally we will get minus. Delta N is minus 1. Delta H equal to delta U plus delta N. You know the relation of it. Delta N will delta H minus delta U is equal to delta U. R value positive, temperature also positive. Delta N we got is minus 2. It means negative value. Then delta H minus delta U is equal to negative. Finally you are getting. To get a negative value, this must be lower, this must be higher. Then what is our question? The value of delta H is lower than which one? Delta U. Clear? It is 10, it is 20. 10 minus 20 will get a minus 10. So answer will be, the value of delta H is less than that of delta U. Answer will be D option, less than that of delta U. Next. Internal energy is sum of. So internal energy indicates all types of energy present in a system, whether it is a kinetic energy, potential energy, vibrational energy, translational energy, electrical energy, all the types of energy includes. So considered as internal energy, all types of energy in the system. Option B correct. Next. Which of the following statement is not, underline that, not a characteristic property of a chemical equilibrium? First one, rate of the forward reaction is equal to rate of a backward reaction. Yes, it is true. After reaching the equilibrium, the concentration of reactants and products remains unchanged with the time in some equilibriums, different equilibriums. Yes, it is possible. For A gives rise to B, Kc equal to 10 to the power of minus 2. If this reaction is carried out in the presence of catalyst, the value of Kc will be decreased. So here, the value of Kc will not be changed by presence of catalyst or absence of catalyst. It means the value of Kc is independent on catalyst. Catalyst only helps to attain the equilibrium faster, but not change in the Kc value. That's why. So they are telling that Kc value will be changed by the presence of catalyst, but that is wrong. So this is the wrong step. Last one. After reaching the equilibrium, both forward and backward reactions continue to take place. Yes, dynamic equilibrium we know already. Option C correct. Next. HSO4 plus OH minus gives rise to SO4 minus 2 plus H2O, which is correct about the conjugate acid base pair. HSO4 is a conjugate acid base, acid of a base SO4 minus. HSO4 minus plus OH minus SO4 minus 2 plus H2. Look at this. It is losing a proton. Losing means proton donor. H is there but not H. That's why proton donor is acid. After donation of proton, the residual part is called conjugate base. If you take it as a base, obviously it is a conjugate acid. Clear all of it? So HSO4 minus is conjugate acid of SO4 minus 2. HSO4 minus is conjugate acid of a base SO4 minus. SO4 to this one. This is here acting as a base. Base, then it accepts a proton, that's why a base. After acception, what is formed? HSO4 minus. So, after acception of proton, the residual part is called conjugate base. Clear? SO4 minus 2, if you take it as a base, when it accepts the proton, the residual part is conjugate acid. Conjugate acid. Then HSO4 minus is conjugate acid, clear, of a base SO4 minus. Right? Option A would be correct answer. Next. The oxidation number of xenon XeOF. Calculate all of you. XeOF. Xenon X plus oxygen minus 2 fluorines. 2 fluorines are there. That's why each fluorine carries minus 1. Totally 2 into minus 1. No charge 0. X minus 4 equal to 0. X equal to plus 4. Answer will be C option. Next. 12. On shaking H2O2 with acidified potassium dichromate and ether, the ethereal layer becomes which color? It is important. So K2 Cr2O7 H2SO4 plus 4H2O2 gives rise to 2Cr5 plus 6H2O plus K2SO4 will be formed. This is the balanced equation. 5H2O actually is sponge. Right. Chromium pentoxide. So it is dissolved in ether solution, then forms a blue color solution. So that is due to the which one? Cr. It is dissolved in which one? Ether solution, then forms a blue color layer. The color will be blue. C, correct answer. Next. Which sequence of reactions shows correct chemical relation between sodium and its compounds? So you just observe all this. So I am verifying the right option because of it will be lengthy. So sodium plus H2O gives rise to NaOH plus hydrogen gas will be removed. NaOH plus CO2 gives rise to Na2CO3. H2O will be removed. By Na2CO3 plus HCl gives rise to 2 NaCl plus CO2 plus H2O will be removed. There would only NaCl, correct. Next, this is on electrolysis. At cathode, it is a molten, it is not aqueous. If aqueous means it will be different. So molten means cation at cathode, anion at anode. Na will be at cathode but not Na plus. Cl2 will be at anode but not a Cl minus. They gave Cl minus, they should give which one? Cl2. That's why it is the which statement? Correct chemical relation between the sodium and its compounds. Yes, it is the right answer. Yes, it is the right answer. So if you observe remaining, so you get the different answers. Next. Another. AlCl3 is anhydrous and ionic. Anhydrous and covalent. Aluminum chloride is a covalent. Al plus 3. Charge increases, polarization increases, obviously covalent character also increases. That's why anhydrous and covalent. 14th bit answer. Next. So the number of mesomers for the following compound is, yes, the compound is first of all, yes, COOH, COOH and CH3, CH, CH3, CH, CHOH, CHOH. Check it. Compound is symmetrical. Compound given is symmetrical. Compound given is symmetrical and chiral centers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means odd number of chiral centers. Chiral centers are totally 5. It is odd. Formulas given, simple formulas. In this case, number of meso compounds formula will be 2 power n minus 1 by 2, where n equal to chiral centers. So 2 power 5 minus 1 by 2, 2 power 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. 2 power 2 means answer will be 4. So just remember odd, even for symmetrical, for unsymmetrical also formulas are there. Remember, you will get answer. Answer will be the B option. Next. Which of the following statement is incorrect? The rate of the reaction increases with the increase in water concentration in the hydrolysis of tertiary butyl bromide in methanol and water. Yes, it also plays a role. It means hydrolysis means ester on hydrolysis gives alcohol and acid. Next, the relative nucleophilicity of protic solvent. Yes, it is right order. Next, in SN2 reaction, the order of reactivity of alkyl halides is in the order of methyl primary secondary. Yes, SN2 primary greater than secondary greater than tertiary. Same order given. Next, SN2 reaction involves the carbonium ions. No, SN2 reaction involves which one? That is transition state, but not any intermediate. The wrong statement is D. Next. Chlorination of toluene in presence of light followed by treatment with aqueous and OH. Toluene formula will be benzene with CH3 called toluene. In presence of sunlight, chlorination will be happening. Then give rest. So this is excess I am taking. This is excess. 3 hydrogens replaced by 3 chlorines. Right? Remember, in presence of temperature or catalyst or Lewis acid, it follows electrophilic substitution. In presence of light or UV light, it follows a free radical. So that is very important. This on treatment with aqueous NaOH. This is also excess ion. So in this, OH minus ions are nucleophiles. This is replaced by OH minus ions. Then give us C, OH, OH, OH. Okay. So obviously, here it is an unstable compound. OH and H is removed as a H2O. Then what is left? COOH. Finally, the answer will be C double bond OH. It is benzoic acid. Which acid? Benzoic acid. Answer will be C. Option C. Next, wet ether is used as a solvent in reaction, Woods reaction, because the water, wet ether is not used because the water present in it is, we are using a dry ether actually for Woods reaction. So why not wet ether? That is the question they are asking. Sodium metal is there. If you use the wet ether, water content is available, that is H2. Then you get NaOH plus H2. Right? So you can balance upwards. This NaOH generates Na plus and OH minus. Okay? This is a nucleophile. Then alkyl halide RX plus, which one, that is OH minus, gives rise to RH, alcohol. But actually, RX plus 2Na plus XR, then you get RR. What is formed? Alkene. This reaction will not be happened in presence of which ether, that is wet ether. What is required actually for as alkane formation by the Woods reaction, but alkane never formed by taking wet ether, which is formed R. First, sodium will be decomposed into NaOH. Next, alkyl halide is converted into alcohol. Verify afterwards. So hydrolysis of RH to ROH, yes, alcohol, and destroys the sodium. That's why answer will be A and C. Both are right options. That's why both A and C correct. Right? Next. The highest boiling point is expected to. Highest boiling point. Branching increases, boiling point will be decreased. Branching is inversely proportional to boiling point. As we know that branching increases, size becomes spherical. Obviously, van der Waals forces will be reduced. Then you can easily break the least number of van der Waals forces with the least temperature. So, branching increases, forces less, boiling points also less. Iso-octane, iso means one branch is there. N-octane, it is a normal octane, completely a chain. Next, 2,2,3,3 tetra, it means branched. N-butane, but means only 4 carbons. Oct means 8 carbons. Number of carbons increases. Obviously, boiling point also increases. Yes. Iso and 2,2,3,3 are branched. That's why less boiling point. This is a chain, more boiling point. Branching less, boiling point more. And it is a butane, only 4 carbon atoms. Answer will be the second option. Next. Which of the following types of pollution is caused by invisible pollutants, thermal pollution, noise pollution, radioactive pollutions. So we cannot observe all this, that's why invisible, all of this. Next, if we mix a pentavalent impurity to a germanium lattice, what type of semiconductor formation will occur? Pentavalent means N type, trivalent means P type. The answer will be N type semiconductor. Next, for a crystal system, A equal to B equal to C and alpha, beta, gamma equal to which one? Not equal to 90 degrees. Then, so it is rhombohedral, 7 crystal systems are there. Just verify that. Next, yes, it is given. Check it clearly. It is NaCl unit cell, 1 unit cell. All the cations lying along the axis, all the cations, all the ions lying along the axis are removed. So remove along one axis are removed. Then the number of Na plus and Cl minus ions remaining in the unit cell, right? It is NaCl. In NaCl unit cell, chloride ions occupy corners and face centers. Corner contribution, totally 8 corners are there. Each corner contribution will be 1 by 8, we know not, plus all corners, okay, no removal of cornel atom, no problem, you can take 8 corners, plus face centers. Totally 6 faces are there. When you pass an axis through 2 faces, that may be a left-right faces, top-bottom face or front-back face. They pass from left to right face. This face center and this face center atom will be removed. Clear? Only 2 face center atoms. How many face centers left? Totally 6 face centers. Clear? 4 walls, floor plus ceiling. 6 face centers, 2 removed, remaining 4 left, only 4 plus each face center contribution will be 1 by 2. So 4, yes. Then it is 1 plus 2, totally 3 chloride ions. Next, Na plus ions occupied by Na plus ions occupies body center plus another one is head center. Body center contribution will be only 1. Actually it is passing through a body axis, body center atom is removed, that's why it will be 0. Plus edge centers. So edge centers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Totally 12 are there. That's why 12 are there. There is no removal of edge center. 12. Each and every, which one that is edge centered contribution will be 4. That is equal to 3. 3 Na plus ions. 3 Na plus Cl plus. Answer will be second option. Next, 6% of urea solution is isotonic with. Isotonic means you should consider same osmotic pressure. Same osmotic pressure is possible if concentration is same. Right. 6% of urea solution. First of all, concentration of urea. 6% means 6 grams in 100 milliliters of solution. Then molarity equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume in milliliters. Weight equal to 60. Molar mass of urea will be 6 by 60 into 1000 by volume will be 10 times. This 10 times, 10 cancel 1 molar. So which is having 1 molar, that is your equation. So 6% of urea solution means 1 molar. That is isotonic 1 molar of a glucose solution. Because both are non-volatile solutes, you can consider. Next. So in countries nearer to polar region, the roads are sprinkled with CaCl2. This is because of actually anhydrous CaCl2 acting as a to decrease the freezing point of a which one that is solution. So that's why here if you decrease the freezing point, easily you can remove the which one that is ice on the roads especially, then roads will not be tear and wear. It means they will not spoil, crack anything. So to minimize the wear and tear of roads, so we will use anhydrous CaCl2. Otherwise, the scientific reason is to decrease the freezing point of a solution. Right? Next. Which of the following will have the highest boiling point? Highest boiling point means elevation in the boiling point. Elevation in the boiling point is colligative property. Elevation in the boiling point is a colligative property. Colligative property depends on number of particles, but not what are the nature of the particle. In which case 0.1, 0.1, okay. Next FeCl, 1 Fe and 3 Cl, totally 4. Here 1 Ba and 2 Cs, totally 3. 1 Na, 1 Cl, 2. It is non-volatile, it will not be decomposed, only 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is having more number of particles, first option is the right answer. Next. The standard reduction potentials of off reactions here, Z and Fe. So E0 cell for the cell formed by these two. Check it. Now, reduction SRP values more. More means more positive or less negative. Reduction is reduction. Remember, SRP value relatively more negative, less positive. It means less value. That is equal to oxidation, as you know that. So E is not cell equal to E reduction minus E oxidation. E indicates SRP value, standard reduction potential. So here, more positive or less negative, which is that minus 0.4, minus 0.4, minus more negative or less positive will be 0.76. That is minus 0.76. That is equal to plus will get 0.5 plus this. Lower value minus higher value, then you get a E0 cell. So answer will be C. Next. Which of the following statement is correct for the galvanic cell? Galvanic cell converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Electrolytic cell converts electrical energy into chemical energy. Answer will be chemical energy into electrical energy. Next. Which of the The factor which is not affecting the conductivity of any solution, not affecting. Conductivity depends upon nature of electrolyte, size of ions, temperature, concentration, these are all. So it depends on concentration, affected by concentration, dilution, nature of electrolyte, all are effects. So that's why there is no option. So which affects the conductivity. That's why answer will be D. Next. In Arrhenius plot, an intercept is equals to, so K equal to A into E power minus EA by RT. Apply logarithms. Ln K equal to Ln A into sign will be taken as a plus. So power will be taken as coefficient log A power x equal to A log A. Similarly, minus EA by RT. So it is Ln E. Ln E will be 1, you can remove that. Ln K equal to Ln A minus EA by R into 1 by 2. Clear, all of you, this is. So now y equal to mx plus c. C is intercept, m is the slope. Then draw the graph between Ln K versus 1 by 2. Then a negative slope, this is a negative slope. This is intercept. Intercept will be C, it is equal to Ln A, and the slope will be minus EA by R. Intercept will be Ln A. Arrhenius factor is intercept. Next. The rate of reaction is expressed in different ways as following. Right. Plus, minus, plus, minus. Minus is there, that indicates reactant. Plus is there. So this will be taken as a coefficient. Right now. So minus, which is minus, B minus, B minus. So 5D plus 1B, because nothing is divided, 1B gives plus 2C plus 3A. So what is right option there? B plus 5D gives us 3A plus 2C. Answer will be second option. Next. Yes. The velocity constant of a reaction at 290 Kelvin was found to be 3.2 into 10 to the power of minus. At 300, it will be, means temperature increases, the rate constant value will be doubled. So velocity constant means K, rate constant, right? It is equal to 3.2 into 10 to the power of minus. Can be 0, 0, 3, 2 taken as. It should be doubled. Double means 0.0064. It will be taken as 6.4 into 10 to the power of minus. Clear? Every 10 degrees raise in temperature, the rate constant value will be doubled. Yes, answer will be 6.4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Next.